John, explain to the people what that is.
That is Phil's attempt to go fast.
My attempt.
Your attempt. You know what that is? That's the bottom end spitter.
That's the cow dick twister 5000 right there.
That is not. That is not. That right there is the death of Phil's stock bottom end.
Nah, not even.
Yep. I hate to say it.
What do you think this thing will make on 26 pounds?
Enough to pull the bottom end out. Too hot of
It's gonna make you spend some money. That's what it's gonna do.
But it's gonna make me spend some money on another bottle, stock bottom end.
Depends on what mood I'm in.
Buoy iron.
I told people I shoot through walls.
That's right.
This right here is the demise of the entire North Carolina educational system right here. It's 88. Woo! Look at that boy. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We got we got two goodies. We got one in the mail today. The other one you'll see on John's video. I'm still gonna talk about it on my channel, but there it is. VS Racing 88. Everybody told me to get rid of this little boy right here. Got a Soul 88, and we are upgrading from a 400 to a Glide. So I'm gonna go ahead right now and I'm gonna unbolt this turbo that I have on the car, bolt this one up. I still need to cut this flange off here, and or as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna order the 3.5 flange that goes onto this, so I can bolt it up to that. It'll look a lot nicer. So I'm gonna go ahead, take this one off, put this one on here, and then we'll talk about the direction that the car is going in. Would you look at that? Let me turn this thing on light. All right, that's better. Would you look at that? Yes. All right, so basically what I'm gonna do with the charge pipe is I'm gonna get the Borg Warner flange, the 3.5 inch whatever thing, V-band to it, V-band assembly thing. V-band it, well, not V-band it, but I'm gonna weld the other end of the V-band clamp to this, and then have it come down, and then I'm gonna extend this pipe into the throttle body. I also picked up a 4150 nitrous plate, and I also got my fuel rails in, so I can go ahead and start modifying the rail to fit the manifold, which it pretty much should work. I only have to drill one hole on each side, which will be probably like one hole here, and then this one bolts up to this one right here. So just gonna get it secure so that no methanol comes out of these damn rails when I go to prime the car or start it or going down the track or anything like that, because the last thing we need is a damn methanol fire in here. I also am changing my fuel cell from this 3-gallon cell, which is pretty awkward for my engine bay, and I'm going to be using this cell right here, which I picked up for like 50 bucks. on eBay. It's a pretty nice quality cell, and I'm gonna be putting the cell over here, and what I'm gonna be doing is cutting off the back leg of the cell and then cutting out this part of my wheel well, which the wheel really doesn't even come in contact with at all. I'm gonna flip the piece and then re-weld it back in, or I just might rivet a new aluminum piece onto here, and then make a stand for the fuel cell in here somewhere, and then we can go ahead and start welding our lines. Not welding our lines, but we can start making the lines. I need to cut the two 10 AM bungs out of here, put one single 12 AM bung out, because we're doing 12 AM feed and a 10 return. So the tops, I believe, are 10 and they will work. Yes, the tops are 10, they will work. And I also picked up a air motor fuel pressure regulator, which I left in the 240. I am gonna probably drop the 240 tomorrow. So I'll bring the regulator with me tomorrow, and you guys can see that. It's a mechanical pump methanol regulator. I think the part number is 13113 on Air Motors website. I post a picture here somewhere on this vlog. And yeah, so like I was saying before, I also picked up a Power Glide. It is a stock case glide, which should work for me at the moment. The car, I'm gonna solid mount the transmission to the chassis, which should help with the transmission flexing and braking, so it should not break a bell housing. The Grand National, you know, it goes 430s or whatever it is on a 400, but it is on a stock case 400. So I'm gonna see how far I can get with this. If it cracks the bell housing, then I'll go ahead and I'll order an aftermarket bell housing, or after I get the car rented or whatever, I'll order the aftermarket bell housing, and then I will go ahead and prepare to take the trans back out after I get a couple sessions in and do the aftermarket bell housing and call it a day with that. Wes is on the aftermarket bell housing. I thought this was an aftermarket bell housing trans. I kind of pay for it sight unseen, which I'm fine with because I know it's pretty fresh. So 180 first cut, 180 straight cut first gear. It has a billet trans brake, and pretty much is brand new internally. All new seals, gaskets, everything, planetaries, all that. So, and the planetaries have been modified for more clutches. What else am I need to order a steering column. My original dash bar that came with the car got thrown away on accident. Nobody knew I was going to use that. I didn't say anything about it, so it's nobody's fault but mine. But need to put a new dash bar in here, get a steering column, which should be pretty easy for this car to work because it does have double Heim joint on it from the factory, so the column will be pretty short relatively. So I'm just gonna plate in here and get my seating position. I do have my seat brackets here from Jegs, and I do have Kirky seats, and Wes put these damn B&M stickers on here because he's a ricer. Anyway, so I got those. I just need to mount it to the seat. I need to get my seating position. I need to order a new gate for my shifter since I'm going from a 400 to a Power Glide. I also need to scale the car. Well, not scale it, but I just need to weigh it so I can see how much it weighs with me in it, and like the wiring and a converter and a flex plate and all that. And I put like 5 gallons of gas in there just to see what the car would weigh, so I can go ahead and order a converter, so I can get a good converter for the car, something that will be spot on, and we can get the ball rolling on the rest of the chassis. I need to wire it. I need to do the cage, and I also need to dial the suspension in. Well, pretty much do a bench test. I need to get a new damn headlight because this thing is broken. I need to either make a tab for it so it can bolt up correctly or something. But I got another radiator support, and I cut it in half again so I could get a new headlight mount for this side, because as you know, the last hood that I had on the car flew up, knocked the not the windshield, but it knocked the sunroof out, and I got another hood. I'm not gonna cut this one. I'll probably just take it off and put it upstairs until I'm ready to either do a new downpipe setup, which I'm probably gonna go back out the front bumper, or until I really am dead set on cutting the hood, because these hoods are like super expensive. They're aluminum from the factory, like $700 used, and I got this one for like $150, so I really don't want to cut it. But I don't think I have anything else to update you guys on with the car. I've been trying to buy stuff here and there every week so that I can get the ball rolling on the car. I need to get a nitrous solenoid that's big enough to flow the methanol that I need. I also need to order a O2 sensor for alcohol so that the fuel jet can read correctly. And I also need to finish the brake lines on this because I never did that either, which I think I'm gonna go away from the hard line, and I'm gonna use a steel braided nylon line that's like reinforced or whatever, and that should make my life a whole lot easier when it does come to setting this up. And should be about it. But as always, comment, like, share, subscribe, and sorry I talked, y'all. Just head off. Just pretty much game plan on what I plan on doing with the car. Not at the turbo. But yeah, like I was saying, the camera died, I had to change the battery. Just wanted to give y'all an update on what I plan on doing with the car, where it's going, that the turbo's in, and I got the transmission and all that stuff. I also did get a couple little things from Motion Raceworks. I got their dual max solenoid bracket, and I got a turbo drain for the new turbo also, so hopefully this works, because kind of ordered it without the turbo being here, which it should be right. But yeah, it is the one with the high tank O-ring that's on it, so it's gasketless. Should be in less should create less of a mess, I should say, or look a whole lot neater. And I also need to figure out where the hell I'm going to drain this new turbo to, because the last turbo I had on here, well, not last turbo, last turbo I had, it was draining to the front cover. Don't want to weld to this front cover, so I may put it in the front of the oil pan. I'm not sure if that's going to be an adequate spot or not, but I know Eddie Murphy's is on the front, and I think the Ranger Zone is on the front also. So, but I know my pan might be filled with oil all the time because it is a swap car. So yeah, Ranger Zone's on the front too, but I guess if it's constantly draining, it should be fine. So we're gonna find out. But anyway, as always, comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. And thank you all to the new subscribers that tuning in. I'm gonna try to keep on pushing content out so you guys can have something to watch. It's kind of hard to when I have to take care of all these customer cars and do all the stuff, but I'm trying my best. I think I've been doing pretty good, so I'm trying to do like every other day or something like that, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. But like I said before, comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. We still want the smoke.
I don't know. You're gonna get the smoke.